Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So if this is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And just a reminder, you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. The link is in the description below. And there you can go ahead and sign up for the free newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. It'll let you know about upcoming courses and my itinerary as I travel, especially if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. I'm going to be traveling to different parts of the world. First up is New Zealand and Australia at the end of May. So it's going to be the middle of May through the end of May is my goal. I haven't bought the ticket yet. I'm in the process of doing that. I can give you more details in about 2 weeks on that. But for right now, if you want to sign up, that's the place to be. You can also go to my website to book a personal reading with me, a missing person consultation, sign up for my one-on-one classes where I do one-on-one manifestation, tarot, and also to raise your vibration, because some people don't know what that means. If you want to work on that to raise your vibration, we can absolutely do that together. I also have, that's in the Learning Center. I also have Alison's picks. Those are my affiliate links. I only have 2 on there. These are 2 products that I really believe in. The first one is Skin Like Butter. She's giving you a 40% discount on body butters, sugar scrubs, everything on her site, soaps. Everything is literally made from scratch. Like if you order soap, it's 2 weeks because it needs to cure. I mean, my God, you can't beat that. She's international shipping. If that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and check it out. Also, I have Rogers Hood Apothecary. I just interviewed the founder about a week and a half ago, so look under interviews and you can see this. We're talking about parasite cleanses, which I'm currently taking her cleanse. I'm going to be doing it probably for about the next 7 to 9 months. You do it. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but this is what I'm doing. 30 days on, but you want to take 7 days off if you're going to continue this process. That's something you do need to do, but I've chosen to do it for 7 to 9 months. That's me. You know, maybe I get into month 5 and I don't want to do it anymore, but I'm going to do it for an extended period of time because I've never done the parasite cleanse before. I've done all kinds of cleanses. I used to be an athlete, so I'm used to, being pure, organic, non-GMO, but this is something different. So I want to do the parasite cleanse just to see what comes out and get anything out of me. And I've already seen results, which is really kind of shocking. So if you have a body, you probably have worms. So definitely check it out. I have to say it like that because I think it's true. It's amazing. Other cultures do the parasite cleanse. I'm in the United States. We just don't talk about it, or they don't do it because, they want everybody sick. So anyways, that's another topic. Anyhow, check that out if that's something you're interested in. Go through the affiliate link. And Kim has all kinds of free books, ebooks on her site, all kinds of information, cookbooks, how to do the cleanses. She's got 2 huge parasite identification books. I've read through everything. Yes, every word, every photo. It is amazing. Definitely take a look at that. This is information that people are just kind of hiding in the medical community, or they just don't know. One way or the other, it's something you might want to take a look at. Okay, that being said, that's my plug for that because I really believe in it. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So I have cleansed, shuffled, and I've meditated, and I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards. So what does the universe want to tell Taurus today? Beautiful. 2 of Cups. And that card flew out before I even turned the camera on. We've got the Forge, which is the Temperance card. We've got the King of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, a lot of love. We've got the Death card. Don't be afraid of the Death card. Your opportunity is the Page of Swords. Your challenge is the Judgment card. My God, that's been coming up for almost every single sign, the Judgment card. There's a lot going on for us to gain knowledge and wisdom looking at life lessons, okay? And I'll get to that in a minute because right now, and this card flew out before I even turned the camera on as I was shuffling, and that is the 2 of Cups. So this is talking about maybe having a kindred spirit in the sense of maybe a friendship is coming in for you. Maybe it's a romantic relationship that feels very aligned for you. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe this is a career. And for some of you, If you're alone or if you're having your own internal struggle, this is you having a truce with yourself. This is you not gaslighting yourself, not beating yourself up over anything. You're having a truce. You're just relaxing into it. So if you're being overly critical of yourself, it's time for you to just relax that a little bit. But this is a card about having a kindred spirit. That's in your recent past. Then we've got the Temperance card. This is really talking about you being in an excellent position of balance. This is times of stress and relaxation, and it allows you to really strengthen your inner will and determination because you've lived through all this stress and trauma, and you've also enjoyed these times that are good and relaxation and just riding high, right? So that allows you, because you've had so much trauma that you've gone through or so many stressful times, you really appreciate the good times when they come and you don't take it for granted. And I also feel that you're in a place of balance where, because you've been through some dark times, stressful times, that allows you to handle them better and from a more balanced position when they happen again. It's kind of that saying, this is not my first rodeo. So it's not as overwhelming and traumatic if you've been through it once before. You kind of know what's expected of, and that allows you to go ahead and mentally, emotionally, and maybe even physically prepare for something that might be coming your way. And I think that allows you to deal with it in a more balanced, a more balanced way where it allows you to let it flow. You're in the flow. You're not resisting it, which is going to make it even harder on you. You know it's coming and you just kind of go with that flow. And that puts you in a position of balance and harmony. That's your present energy. Your near future is the King of Cups. This card is talking about how your emotions run deep. You're also looking below the surface emotionally at things. So you're feeling into your intuition and getting in touch with, like, how do I feel about this person, this place, this thing, this idea? Maybe there's some change in your life and somebody new comes in and now you're trying to get a read on them, or, new ideas, as you're evolving, trying different things. Maybe you're in school and it's these different experiences that you're getting and you're seeing, does this resonate with me? I'm open, it's exciting, it's fresh, it's new, but does it still resonate with me? Because just because somebody's teaching it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. They're just showing you information, or it's their perception, right? Maybe it's their thesis. And so, it's their opinion. And this is allowing you to say, well, is it mine? Does this resonate with me? And if it doesn't, then it gives you the opportunity to maybe take bits and pieces of that information and create your own way, or take nothing. But this is asking you to really go below the surface and use your intuition for that, to stay in that beautiful, loving vibration also, which is giving you a high frequency, because high frequency is definitely part of your reading here today. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got the Fool, the 5 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. So I love this for you. In your recent past, we've got this 2 of Cups being clarified by the 10 of Wands and the Fool. So this is talking about you protecting your energy, maybe calling it back. So for example, this is the 10, right? So maybe you have 10 burdens, 10 tasks, 10 must-have things that you have to do, right? So maybe this is a time for you to dial it back to a 6 or a 7. Maybe you give some responsibilities to other people, you delegate. Maybe you have to put something on the back burner and you'll get to it a little bit later. That way you conserve your energy and you have the strength and determination to go the distance. Because when you are overstretching yourself, the next stage is for your body to physically get sick, like a cold or the flu. So you are forced to take a time out, you're stuck in bed, and then you do have to delegate responsibilities or they just don't get done. So it's that kind of energy. It's about you dialing it back a little bit so that you can keep going with this determination, because I feel like that's really something coming through. Then we have this Fool card. So I love this for you, because with this 2 of Cups, you have a new journey, a new adventure. And this tells me that maybe somebody new is coming in for some of you. A friendship. This could be a love relationship, romantic. This could also be a pet. This could be you no longer gaslighting yourself, having a truce with yourself. And now this is the next chapter. You've done the inner work where you're not so self-critical. And that frees you up and lightens you up. And maybe that's a lesson that you needed to learn is self-love. Because that's hard for a lot of people, is to love yourself first, and then you're able to love somebody else and really put yourself out there and accept love from another person. It's a hard lesson for a lot of people. This earth can be hard. So for some people, that is definitely a tough lesson. And when you can achieve that, when you've done the work, it's incredibly rewarding. So this tells me this is a new chapter, a new journey in your life, and you're doing it from the purity of your heart with this white rose. You're just going to take that leap of faith. Then we have your present energy. And we have the Temperance card. This is harmony and balance coming in for you. And it's being clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. So this tells me that some of you might feel like you're left out in the cold while you're in balance. So maybe this is you learning to accept those times of stress, those times that aren't very appealing, that they're not easy, right? This is you learning to accept that, focus on your strengths to get out of that. This is the card of lack. So maybe focus on something that you're really strong at to get away from lack, and that way you have this abundance. Because you also have victory and success. This is Julius Caesar riding into Rome. This is really talking about you tapping into your intuition and letting it be your guide. So trust your intuition, because that's really going to bring you this victory and success that's coming in. Then we get over here to your near future, and we've got this beautiful King of Cups. And he's being clarified by the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. This is really telling me that you have a strong foundation, that you're looking at quality. So while you're looking at love, your emotions, and really your place in the world, this is about you building a strong foundation. You're also being really practical about it. You want quality people in your life, whether it's quality relationships, whether they're platonic, romantic, pets. I mean, it's all quality coming in for you. It's about you being stable, secure. This can also be the card of marriage. So for those of you that are looking for marriage, it's right here for you with that King of Love coming from a place of maturity. We also have the Six of Swords. You are literally leaving troubled waters behind, going on to calmer shores. There is light at the end of this tunnel. This is you really having your back to all those tough times. Remember, you're at a place of balance with that Temperance card. You're literally leaving the stress behind, and you're transitioning. For some of you, you might literally be moving. This is the card of travel also. And maybe you have someone joining you, someone that maybe is a mentor or a guide, someone that's helping, giving you assistance. But at the end of the day, you're leaving everything behind you. They only have the clothes on their back. So that tells me that maybe you're walking away from those times of stress. That is your current energy. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. 3 cards. We have the Three of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Death card. A lot of cup energy in this reading. So the first card is the Three of Cups, and then I'll get clarifiers. This is about celebration. It's about joy. It's about camaraderie. It's really enjoying each other's company. But this is a high vibing card. Spirit is reminding you to keep your vibration up. We also have the Queen of Cups. She is another one that is asking you to follow your heart. It's a lot of love energy here. You've got the King and the Queen. This is really that divine feminine. We just had the divine masculine, and this is about you really following your heart, being open to others. So whether it's an activity, whether it's love, friendship, whether it's children, this is you really following your heart, being beautiful and open-hearted, very in touch with your emotions, your connection to source and spirit. You're tapped into your intuition and you trust it. Intuition is big. We have 3 cards for your intuition. That Chariot, which is Cancer energy. We also have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Trust that intuition. It's steering you in the right direction. We also have the Death card. This is you literally releasing what no longer serves you. You are conscious of what is not working for you. So that tells me that you've got clarity right now. And this is about you just, again, releasing what no longer serves you and being aware that time is finite. So it's about you not procrastinating, not wasting your time. You're being very practical about matters. I think you want to bring this victory and success into your life if it's not already there, and you will definitely do what you need to get there. This is a very practical card, I feel. Releasing what no longer serves you. It's you taking ownership of your life and responsibility by releasing what no longer serves you, right? Because you are the one that has to do it at the end of the day. And I love that for you. So let's get some clarifiers. We've got the Devil energy, Capricorn. We've got the Queen of Wands. Don't be afraid of the Devil energy. We've got the Seven of Wands, the Moon, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. All right, so with this Three of Cups energy, the celebration and joy, that high vibing card, it's being clarified by, oops, all right, that's me, the Devil card and the Queen of Wands. So this is Capricorn energy. And this is really talking about celebrating in a positive manner, to stay away from toxicity. So to stay away from any type of addictive behavior, any negative behavior. This is you focusing on really this high vibing energy. So this is this can be a positive card too with Capricorn energy, that strength and determination to really accomplish something. But this can also be the card of addiction and bondage to what's not working for you. So for me, because we're talking about vibration, what's coming through is for you to stay away from any type of toxicity. In fact, if you have that toxicity in your life, it's about you cutting it out, because we have the Death card there. You are removing that type of toxicity, whether it's a person, place, thing, idea, a habit, but it's you calling it out for what it is and removing it. We also have this Queen of Wands. She's about self-determination and self-actualizing. Again, you're high vibing and you're self-actualizing. You're making these conscious decisions to take control of your life. And you are literally following your passion with this place of from a place of enthusiasm to make things happen for yourself. You don't have any fear in this card. That's what the black cat's representing. You have no fear. You know what it is that you want to do, and you're determined to do it. You're going to use your charm and your charisma to make something happen for you in a positive manner. No one's getting used. It's a very positive manner. It's knowing the right people, making something happen for you. And it's coming through loud and clear. You are in the process of self-actualizing on a high vibing level. You're leaving some toxicity behind. Then with this Queen of Cups, again, you're following your heart. And it's being clarified by the Moon and the Seven of Wands. This is about you standing your ground on something. So whether it's a relationship, career, finances, retirement, move, travel, location, your health, whatever it is, it's you standing your ground. This is you putting up healthy boundaries. You're fighting for position, but it doesn't mean that you can't let anything in. You see there's some holes. You could let positive stuff in for yourself, but you're just keeping that toxicity away. It's part of that Devil energy. So, but I think you're letting the good come in. I think that you're using your discernment and you're allowing it to flood in all the good, because you have so many beautiful things coming your way. You're trusting your intuition. We also have the Moon card. To me, this is you getting back on your path. This is you now navigating between those areas of stress and relaxation, which is the Temperance card right above it. So this is going to be more the wild and domestic side, those two dogs, but it is that wild time, and it is the domestic time where it's more calm. You are literally navigating your life path right now. I don't feel that you have any fear. I feel that you might not have the perfect clarity at times. You know, this is the Moon, not the Sun, but that's not stopping you from going down your path, because I feel that you're bold and you have no fear right now, and this is part of what it is that you need to go through to get to the other side. So again, more release. You're releasing what no longer serves you. It's being clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. This is telling me you're being really strategic about what it is that you're releasing. So I think I think intellectually in your heart what is not working for you. And now you have this really mature adult attitude. I don't care what age you are. I think that you have this adult attitude, a very mature attitude that's allowing you to say, you know what? this isn't working for me and I'm going to remove it whatever way works best, whether you choose to ignore it, distance yourself from it, cut it out, whatever it is for you. You're being really strategic about it to make your life work. And I think it's a positive because we have this Page of Cups. Again, more cup energy. This is about you being presented with an opportunity in love. That tells me as you're doing all this release work, you're being very strategic. Guess what? When you release something, it creates an empty space for something bigger, better, and more beautiful to come in. More loving. He's presenting you with an opportunity for love. So, for example, let's say you do a lot of release work. Okay, well, now bring love into your life. Buy yourself some flowers. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Treat yourself to something nice and loving and beautiful, right? Maybe you want to buy yourself, I don't know, a beautiful plant, a piece of art, you know, something that is positive and loving. You're not garbage, right? You're not replacing toxicity with toxicity. You're replacing it with something loving, nurturing, and positive. So you're bringing something like that into you. And that's going to fill that space. It's going to have your vibration high, and it's going to attract more love to you. It's very, very positive. That's the guidance and advice from Spirit. I'm telling you, Taurus, a lot's coming in for you. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the Page of Swords. The opportunity is for you to get answers. This page is all about asking a bunch of questions to gain those answers, but it's about using your intellect, not so much your emotions, right? This page is bringing you a love opportunity. That's the Page of Cups. This page is talking about intellect, so swords or thoughts, words, ideas, using your analysis. You're really starved for questions. You have an opportunity to get the answers now, right? You're formulating the questions, you're getting those answers. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is the Judgment card. Well, here are your questions right here for you to gain those answers. So this is in the challenge position. So is your challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to gain it, but it's absolutely doable. We have your opportunity and your challenge. So your challenge says, guess what? A compassionate review of your life, going back to everything that leads you right up to here and right now, to the present. That's a lot. It's a lot to look at. This is about a compassionate review, though. You're not beating yourself up over anything. You're gaining these life lessons, this knowledge and this wisdom, and you're taking it forward into the next one. This is the 20. You take it forward into the world, which is the next card after this. So this is you asking the big, heavy questions. This is a heavy card. It's, you know, and it's in your challenge position, which means maybe you don't want to look at yourself. Maybe you don't want to ask these questions. But you gain so much when you do this work. Who am I right here, right now, at this exact moment in time? When you're doing this compassionate review of your life, you're asking yourself and you're looking at things like the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. That word should have been put in there in our society, but they cut that out. Isn't that interesting? The good, the bad, and the ugly. No, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. You're looking at everything. Right? We're all holistic. Everything is there. So you're looking at this. You're also asking yourself, what's your philosophy right now? Right? What truly makes you happy? How's your health? How's your finances? Do you enjoy your company of your friends right now? Are they your tribe? Right? How is your relationship with your family? You're looking at everything that's important to you right now. Do you like your career? Are you retired? Ask yourself these questions. Are you happy? What's your strength of character? And what's your weakness of character? Because you want to know both. You're looking at everything, right? Do you like your location where you live? Whatever questions work for you. These are just examples that I'm giving you. But when you answer those questions on paper, write it down. You don't have to show it to anybody. But when you do this with scripting, it allows you to see things in black and white terms on paper. You can turn around and burn it. You don't have to show it to anybody. This is for your own personal growth and development. But these answers really give you some insight into who you are right now. Has your favorite color changed, right? That's very telling. You know, maybe it was yellow and now it's purple. So you've gone into a different color. You know, it's just like things evolve, or maybe it hasn't, right? So you're looking at this to gain insight. Let's get some clarifiers. We've got the 9 of Cups. We've got the High Priestess, the 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so when we're looking at your opportunity, well, you're asking all these questions to gain these answers very calmly, right? You're not stressed out. You're not overly emotional. You're just calmly going through it. You're not gaslighting yourself, okay? This is about you just calmly and rationally looking at yourself. It's being clarified by the 9 of Cups and the High Priestess. Tap into your intuition. Tap into that and feel it, right? Because you're going for your ideal life. This is about you using your intuition and trusting it as you're feeling into things. You're going to the 9 of Cups. This is the card that's about satisfaction. This is about you having this type of emotional achievement. So for me, this tells me that you're on your way to your idealized life, because this is the 2 of, in the Major Arcana, the High Priestess. Well, the card right behind her, back here, is the 3, and that's the Empress. That's your ideal life that you're striving for, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You are going for that life of abundance and prosperity. And this helps get you there. Tap into your intuition. Let me turn the fan on. I'm in Florida. It's really hot. You can see my face get red. Okay, so that is your opportunity. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at your challenge. And they are really connected in this, because you've got that page asking questions. And the Judgment is all about you asking deep questions. I mean, this is a compassionate review of your entire life. You're being called from your old life to take this knowledge and wisdom and life lessons into your new life. You're about to start a new chapter. Remember, we also have this Fool here. A new chapter is coming in. All right, so that Judgment card is being clarified by the 4 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So this is the time for you to celebrate. We have a card of accomplishments and achievements. It's the 11-11 card. Gateway is wide open. This can also be the card of marriage. It's the card of celebrating milestones, and it's the card of freedom. So I think when you find these answers, you gain a lot of freedom, and it's something to really celebrate. That's a major accomplishment. A lot of people are afraid to look at themselves, or it's really hard to see yourself, right? Self-knowledge is the hardest knowledge to gain. But when you can do that work, wow, it will change your life and allow you to make smart, educated decisions for yourself, so that you don't have as much pain, because you're making smarter decisions for yourself. But it's part of that process that everybody goes through to gain those life lessons and that knowledge and wisdom from them. We have the 9 of Swords. This is you over processing things in your head. These are those never-ending nightmares, things that keep you up at night. This tells me that maybe you've got some fears. Maybe there's some fears going on around you. So we've got the Judgment card. Maybe there's some things you don't want to look at. Maybe they're really painful. But again, this is you going back to that position of balance with the Temperance card. And just remember, it's a compassionate review. You don't beat yourself up over something. But, some people have a lot of trauma in their life. They don't want to look at a lot of life lessons. They haven't gained those life lessons, and maybe they're repeating the same cycle. Could be a big, long cycle, but they're still repeating it. And this is something that maybe it's hard to look at. Again, self-knowledge is some of the hardest knowledge to gain, especially if you've got a lot of trauma. But it's so rewarding if you can do that inner work. And I think that could be part of what's happening here. There might be a little fear. But when you overcome that fear, you're going to get freedom. So it's the combination of, are you going to be in a fear vibration or a loving vibration, because they're opposite, right? When you're in fear mode, you're in survival mode. Your aperture is very small. Food, water, shelter. That's how you see, right? When you're in a loving vibration, everything's wide open. Everything. Your heart's wide open. The world is wide open. Everything is beautiful and loving. The birds are singing, right? Everybody's in love. So it's a night and day kind of difference. And this is literally a night, never-ending nightmare, and this is day celebration. So it's about you choosing what you want to be in. We're always in, people go through both, but this is about you choosing freedom, choosing to do that inner work, and that will definitely liberate you. All right, that is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to travel. And when I see certain cities or countries or states on the list, yeah, I definitely am taking a tally of it. Who would have thought a couple months ago, all these people from Ohio were leaving messages? I never would have thought that. So Ohio is actually on my list now. So let me know where you're watching from. And if you've never seen me go live, I go live twice a week, Tuesday night and Thursday morning. So Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I answer your questions. Thursday, it's in the morning. I just switched the time. It's now 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I answer your questions. If you've never seen a previous episode, go ahead and watch one so you have an idea what it's like. People submit their questions in advance through PayPal or Venmo, or they do it live, PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. It's a lot of fun if you've never seen it. And don't forget to check out my interviews, especially my recent one with Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood Apothecary, the founder. And she goes and she talks about the different cleanses that she has. It's pretty amazing. A lot of really good information. And definitely check it out. All right, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.